My name is Emma Jiang, a 31-year-old plastic surgeon known as Dr. Jiang the Precision Blade, in Los Angeles. I come from a medical family. My father is a renowned general surgeon, and my mother is a respected obstetrician-gynecologist. My husband, Ryan Lee, works at the same hospital, UCLA Medical Center, as an associate chief physician. The first sign something was wrong with Ryan was the smell. He came home late from surgery one night, and I detected a faint, unfamiliar perfume on his clothes. It wasn't mine. He went straight to the bathroom. As I grabbed his shirt to throw in the laundry, his phone slipped out of the pocket. I bent down to pick it up. Just as I was about to set it on the table, the screen lit up with an Amazon notification. Your order has been delivered. Please collect it promptly. I frowned. I hadn't ordered anything lately. Curious, I opened the order details. On the screen was a black lace sexy bra, with a free pair of fishnet stockings. The shipping address was one I'd never seen. The recipient listed as your sweetheart, and the payer was Ryan Lee. Before we continue, subscribe to this channel and tell us where you're listening from in the comments. As I stared in shock, the phone vibrated. A WhatsApp message popped up from a contact with a blank profile picture. Baby, I got the package. I'll wear it for you next time you come over. Attached was a photo of a woman in the black bra and fishnet stockings. Her face wasn't visible, but her skin was pale against the dark fabric. Her legs exposed. I never thought my perfect husband, the man who doted on me endlessly, could cheat. Ryan walked out of the bathroom. Seeing me sitting on the couch, he leaned down to kiss my cheek, as he always did. In the past, I would have leaned into it, but now, the thought of his lips touching another woman made me sick. I pulled away. Ryan froze, then sat beside me. The perfume was gone, replaced by his familiar body wash. He pinched my waist gently. Baby, what's wrong? Did something happen at the hospital? I crossed my arms, staring at his face, still the man I married, but capable of unspeakable things. I sneered. I met a patient today. Oh, Ryan raised an eyebrow, drying his hair with a towel. What about her? Her husband cheated on her. She thinks it's her fault. She's getting plastic surgery because she doesn't feel pretty enough. I paused, watching him closely. Ryan, would you ever cheat on me? I didn't miss a single flicker of emotion on his face. Ryan's hand froze mid-dry. His lips twitched. Then he regained his composure. He draped the towel around his neck and put his arm around my shoulders. Honey, you're so beautiful. I'd never cheat on you. I'd met Ryan when I was in medical school, interning early at the hospital. He just graduated and joined the staff at a top hospital like UCLA. Ryan was just another young doctor, unremarkable. Until that day, a patient who'd had rhinoplasty rushed back, claiming her nose was damaged and demanding free revision surgery. It was lunchtime. Her doctor was away, and I was alone in the office reviewing cases. I told her to come back in the afternoon, but she threw a fit. I stood up to leave, but she pulled a fruit knife from her bag. If you don't fix my nose, I'll slash yours. I froze, my first time facing such a violent patient. As she lunged, Ryan stepped in front of me, grabbing the blade with his palm. Blood oozed between his fingers, dripping onto the floor. I screamed, and the patient panicked. Ryan held the knife tightly, shielding me, staring at his back. I felt safe for the first time. Security dragged the patient away. Ryan's palm had a deep gash, deep enough to end his career as a surgeon. I felt terrible, but after months of rehabilitation, his hand healed perfectly. We started dating. My parents, grateful for him saving me, helped him advance quickly. Despite his humble rural background, he soon became the hospital's youngest associate chief physician. We married, bought a house, and built a life together. Our only regret, we'd never had children. My mother had taken me to countless checkups. My body was healthy. I tried Chinese medicine and acupuncture, but nothing worked. Ryan comforted me, vowing to love me forever, even without kids. My parents were touched, helping him win Physician of the Year that year. I never imagined our devotion would be met with betrayal. Sitting on the couch, I didn't believe a word Ryan said. The next day, as I walked into the hospital, my best friend Mia Zhao approached, carrying a bag of skincare products. Emma, did you sleep badly? She stared at my dark circles. Mia and I had been roommates in college. I'd shared every secret with her, even my first kiss with Ryan. She'd laughed over the phone, saying, Emma, congratulations. You found your soulmate. I'd always felt lucky. Born into a good family, married to the man I loved. Mia had gone into sales after college, promoting skincare products. She'd used my connections to sell to my patients, gradually climbing the social ladder. Today, she was here to pitch new products. I walked into my office, Mia following. She set the products on my desk. Emma, seriously, what's wrong? You're scaring me. I looked up at her worried face. Mia, I think Ryan is cheating on me. Mia froze, her expression faltering. Did you see the woman? I shook my head. Only a photo, no face. Mia visibly relaxed, taking my hand. Emma, you must be misunderstanding him. He's so good to you. How could he cheat? She rambled on about Ryan's kindness, peeling shrimp for me, picking fish bones, never letting me lift a finger. If I could find a husband like him, I'd die happy, she said, then laughed. Just kidding. I could never compare to you. You're beautiful, wealthy, and successful. Ryan is the lucky one. Emma, just ask him. You're married. He'll tell you the truth. I shook my head. My gut told me Ryan was guilty, and I'd find proof. Mia stayed for a few more minutes, left the products, and hurried off, asking me to test them and promote if I liked them. I opened the bag. The products were from an unknown brand, but the scent hit me, familiar gardenia, the same perfume I'd smelled on Ryan's shirt. 3 days later, Mia texted, inviting me to a farm in the Los Angeles suburbs for strawberry picking. She asked me to bring Ryan, saying she wanted to introduce us to her new boyfriend. Ryan drove, and I sat in the passenger seat, staring out the window. He turned on my favorite French music and adjusted the AC, trying to cheer me up. Halfway there, he stopped to buy me fresh orange juice. In the past, I would have been over the moon. Now, I saw it as guilt-driven compensation. We arrived at the farm. Mia waited at the entrance, wearing a hoodie dress and a straw hat. She ran over, grabbing my hand. Emma, Ryan, you're here. She leaned in, whispering, did you ask Ryan about it? I shook my head. Not yet. I was waiting for him to slip up. Mia pulled me inside. Ryan followed, carrying snacks. His gaze lingered on us, unreadable. Inside, a tanned, ordinary-looking man was fishing for crawfish. He smiled awkwardly. You must be Emma. Mia says you're her best friend. I nodded. Mia had always dreamed of marrying a wealthy man to escape her poor rural family. As she got older, she'd settled for a stable provider. This man seemed like just another stepping stone. Mia waved him away. Hurry up with the crawfish, we're hungry. He held up a basin of crawfish proudly. Mia waved him to the kitchen, then pulled me outside. Let's pick strawberries. They have white strawberries here. As we passed Ryan, he placed a hat on my head. It's sunny. Don't get sunburned. Mia pouted. Your husband is so thoughtful. I forced a smile. Hypocrite. The strawberry field was lush with red fruit. Mia handed me a basket. I'll help in the kitchen. You pick first. I picked half a basket, then went to find water. As I rounded the corner to the kitchen, I heard giggling. Stop. Tickles. It was Mia's voice. Ryan's voice followed. Sweetheart, I've missed kissing you so much. Then the sound of their lips meeting. Blood rushed to my head. Rage boiled inside me. The other woman I'd been searching for was my best friend. I felt sick to my stomach, but forced myself to stay quiet. I couldn't let them know I'd caught them. At lunch, I returned with the strawberries. Ryan took the basket, handing me a glass of iced strawberry juice. You're sunburned. Drink this. Mia sighed enviously. Ugh. Ryan is such a keeper. She glared at her boyfriend. Look at you, such a blockhead. Her boyfriend just scratched his head and smiled. Ryan pulled out a crawfish, peeling it expertly and placing the meat on my plate. He peeled 5 more, piling them up. Mia begged her boyfriend to peel hers, laughing as he mangled the crawfish. Ryan joined in the teasing, but I couldn't laugh. Suddenly, my hat fell off. As I bent to pick it up, I saw Mia's foot sliding up Ryan's leg under the table. I stood up, nausea overwhelming me. Honey, are you okay? Ryan patted my back. I pushed him away. I'm not feeling well. Excuse me. Ryan and Mia stared at me in shock. Their worried expressions deserved Oscars. On the way back, Mia insisted on riding with us. I lied, saying I wanted to sleep in the back seat alone. Mia sat in the passenger seat. Once the car pulled away, I pretended to sleep. Ryan and Mia thought I was unconscious, their hands intertwined. I closed my eyes, cold anger settling in. I'd seen countless broken relationships at the hospital. Couples who'd sworn eternal love turned ugly over money and betrayal. I was selfish. I wasn't about to let Mia profit from my years of hard work. The next day, I visited a top divorce law firm in Los Angeles. My lawyer praised my calmness. Don't confront them without proof. Gather evidence. Sort out your finances. And strike when they least expect it. If we can prove adultery, he'll get nothing. I bought a pinhole camera, installing it in the living room and bedroom. I also downloaded a monitoring app, linking Ryan's phone to mine. Sure enough, on Monday afternoon, I watched Mia enter our house via the app. Ryan pulled her into a kiss as soon as she walked in, pinning her against the wall. Baby, I've been craving you. Mia's eyes glazed over as he tore off her dress, revealing the black lace bra he'd bought her. Ryan lifted her, carrying her to the bedroom. Moans soon filled the room. Through the camera, I saw Mia wrap her arms around Ryan's neck. Honey, am I prettier than Emma? Of course, Ryan said, leaning in to kiss her. Mia dodged. Am I sexier than your wife? She poked his chest. Way sexier. here, Ryan sneered. Emma's like a block of ice in bed, she's got. Making love to her feels like hugging a statue. I gasped. Mia laughed. Ugh. Emma's always so arrogant. I can't stand her. Watching them writhe together, listening to their insults, my heart turned to ice. I thought back to college. Mia had arrived with a woven bag, wearing tattered clothes. The other roommates had mocked her, covering their noses as if she smelled. Mia had bitten her lip, holding back tears, stubborn and proud. I hadn't joined in the teasing. We'd grown close. One semester, Mia didn't show up for the first 3 days. When she finally arrived, she was covered in bruises. She'd cried in my arms, telling me her family couldn't afford tuition. She'd worked construction during the break to save money, falling from a scaffold. I'd felt sorry for her, calling my parents. They'd paid her tuition without hesitation. With our help, Mia had graduated, found a good job, and climbed out of poverty. I never thought she'd repay me like this. I saved the footage as evidence, then turned off the app. Divorce wasn't enough. I wanted Ryan to pay dearly. I investigated his finances. He'd invested most of our money in Mia's stock account. They'd even bought a $4 million school district house near the University of California, Los Angeles, way beyond Mia's $10,000 monthly salary. She supported her rural family and a younger brother. Ryan had always been cheap with me, refusing to buy me a $1,000 bag. But for Mia, he'd splurged on a mansion. Ryan was drawn to Mia for more than sex. They were both rural kids who'd worked their way up. They understood each other's inferiority. Ryan had once told me, looking at Mia, I see myself. He'd felt inadequate around me, my wealthy background, my confidence. With Mia, he could be himself. I remembered our wedding night. I'd argued that modern women shouldn't be defined by marriage or children. Independence and contribution mattered. Ryan had snapped, saying, in my hometown, women are men's property. Having multiple wives means you're successful. We'd fought, then made up, but the rift had never healed. On Friday, after seeing my last patient, I found Ryan's mother waiting outside my office. She held an old bag, smiling obsequiously. Emma, are you off work? She sat on the couch, glancing around. Your office is even bigger than last time. I'd been promoted due to my excellent performance. She got to the point. She wanted to borrow $100,000. Over the years, she'd mooched countless sums from me, for house repairs, sick relatives, and more. I'd always obliged, treating them like family. Not anymore. I don't have the money, I said coldly. What? She jumped up, pointing at me. You're lying. Look at this office. You're loaded. She started yelling. You owe the Lee family. You've been married for years and haven't birthed a single child. My blood boiled. Women are lining up to have Ryan's babies. Don't think I don't know. There's one right now. Mom. Ryan burst in, his face livid. He pulled her toward the door. Son, don't protect her. She needs to know her place. I slammed my desk. Shut up. This is a hospital, not a marketplace. If you keep making a scene, Ryan will lose his promotion. My words silenced her. Ryan dragged her out, then returned. He tried to hug me. I stepped back. Emma, don't be mad. I'll find the money myself. He looked hurt. Something I would have fallen for in the past. Now, I felt nothing. Valentine's Day arrived. Ryan showed up at my department with a huge bouquet of red roses. The nurses cheered. Dr. Jiang, you're so lucky. Dr. Lee is the perfect husband, romantic and handsome. I watched his performance, deciding to play along. He handed me the roses. I love you, honey. We went to a fancy French restaurant. The meal felt like torture. Afterward, I excused myself to go home. Passing a baby store, I saw Mia inside, holding a tiny onesie against her stomach, slightly rounded with pregnancy. So she was the one willing to have Ryan's baby. A week later, Mia visited again, wearing a loose dress, hiding her bump, and carrying a Hermes bag, something she'd never been able to afford before. Emma, we have new products. I brought you samples. I pushed the bag back. The hospital is cracking down on staff promoting products privately. Mia's face fell. She forced a smile, taking the bag. I'll think of another way. That afternoon, the monitoring app alerted me. I opened it to hear Mia yelling, Emma's such a bitch. She refused to promote my products. Ryan kissed her belly. Calm down. Don't stress the baby. All you care about is your son. Mia pouted. She grabbed his hand. Do you think Emma suspects us? Ryan scoffed. Once I make money from the medical supply scam, she'll be useless. Then I'll give you and the baby a real home. My blood ran cold. Ryan was embezzling hospital funds, accepting bribes, and selling useless health supplements to patients. A few days later, Mia brought me tickets to my favorite Broadway show. Here, they're in town. I took them, smiling. Thanks. Best friends don't say thank you, she said. Best friends who sleep with your husband. I'm free for lunch, let's go, I said. I took her to an expensive sushi restaurant, costing $2,000, and a Gucci store, buying her a $50,000 bag and $20,000 skincare set. Mia was shocked. Emma, did you win the lottery? I smiled. I made some money from investments. Her eyes lit up. What kind? Don't leave me out. I hesitated, pretending to be cautious. It's cryptocurrency. Gray market stuff. I'm pulling out soon. Mia begged. Please, Emma, my brother's moving to LA, and my parents want to buy him a house. I'd have to sell a kidney to afford it. She cried, putting on a pitiful act. I sighed. I'll give you the contact, but it's illegal. You're responsible for any losses. Mia swore. I'll handle it. Promise. I connected her to a fake crypto investment firm. She made quick money at first, even sending me $200 red envelopes, which I ignored. On the monitor, I heard her tell Ryan, I'm rich enough to support you now. Ryan laughed, touching her belly. Just take care of our son. Mia's bump grew. 4 months. Almost visible. I needed to speed up my plan. Mia visited again, decked out in designer clothes. She handed me a luxury skincare set. For you, thanks to your investment tip. She leaned in. Got any faster ways to make money? Greed was her downfall. I pretended to hesitate. I have a project, but it needs a big investment. What is it? A foreign skincare brand is looking for a US distributor. Exclusive rights. You could partner with hospitals, but it costs $6 million. I'm short on cash. I can do it. Mia blurted out, then backtracked. I mean, I can find the money. Hurry, lots of people want it, I said. That afternoon, I heard Mia and Ryan fighting in the hospital parking lot. Why won't you support me? If I get this distributor deal, I'll be more successful than Emma. Ryan shouted. Mia, you're an idiot. Focus on the baby. You're not half as smart as Emma. I smiled. Money always tore people apart. 2 weeks later, Mia looked exhausted, pale. Dark circles under her eyes. I have the money. When can we meet the brand? I nodded, calling a fake distributor. We met at a cafe. I warned her again about the risks, but she was blinded by greed, signing the contract immediately. A week later, news broke. The distributor was a scam artist, arrested for defrauding over $10 million. His assets were hidden overseas. Victims would never get their money back. That afternoon, the monitoring app alerted me again. I watched Mia, Ryan, and his mother screaming at each other in our living room. Ryan's mother sat on the floor, wailing, my money, all my money's gone. Ryan sat on the couch, fists clenched. Mia cried, pulling his arm. Her, it's Emma's fault. She said the distributor was legitimate. Ryan slapped her hard. You're a fool. If Emma thought it was good, she'd have done it herself. Mia stared at him in shock. You hit me? Ryan glared. I'd kill you if you weren't carrying my son. His mother jumped up, yelling, beat her. She's useless. Mia pushed her to the ground. Ryan reacted, slapping Mia again. She stumbled, her belly hitting a table corner. Blood poured from between her legs. They panicked, calling an ambulance. I arrived at the hospital as Mia was wheeled out of surgery. She'd lost the baby. Ryan's mother sobbed. Ryan looked defeated. I confronted him, demanding a divorce. He knew the game was up. We signed the papers the next day. A month later, he left the house with nothing. I saw Mia at the hospital a few times, begging Ryan to take her back. He chased her away. She'd been fired from her job for unwed pregnancy, given a tiny severance. She came to me, begging for money. She'd lost all her crypto profits and racked up huge debts. I laughed. We're no longer friends. She cursed me, storming out. I heard Ryan was a shoo-in for chief physician. He strutted around the hospital, his mother already searching for his next baby-making wife. On the day of the promotion announcement, hospital leaders and representatives from other top LA hospitals gathered. As the director was about to call Ryan's name, the screen behind him lit up. Footage of Ryan and Mia having sex played, followed by recordings of him admitting to embezzlement. Ryan screamed, denying it, but the evidence was irrefutable. The hospital called the police. Investigations revealed Ryan had embezzled millions. Ryan and his mother emptied their savings to pay restitution, but it wasn't enough. They showed up at my door that night, kneeling. Emma, I'm sorry. I was stupid. Ryan hugged my legs. Please save me. I'll rot in jail otherwise. His mother begged. We're family. You're rich. Help him. I'll never pressure you for kids again. I pulled out my phone, preparing to call the police. They stood up, showing their true colors, yelling insults as they left. Ryan lost his medical license and spent a year in jail. None of it mattered to me. I'd moved on, starting a new chapter of my life, focused on my career, my family, and myself. Thank you for reading today's story. If you enjoyed it, please like and share with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more exciting stories. See you next time.